Right, welcome. Welcome to a car video. You are perched very precariously where you are, FYI. So if you drop and there's like a big commotion, that's why. You're perched very precariously. I've not put you in a hold or anything like that. Anyway, I'm talking absolute fucking trash. I am not in the Subaru, as you can probably tell. There's only 2 seats here and they're bright orange, so clearly not in the Subaru. I am in my 2009 Nissan 370Z or Z. And a lot of people have been asking me what's going on with the Subaru. If you don't know, and this is bizarrely your first video here, I did have, because it's gone, this is the video to explain why and what's happened to it. I did have a 2002, I think it was, Subaru WRX with an STI swapped engine, with a forged engine and with like tuned to like an inch of its life. That thing was an utter monster. And the idea was to basically buy it, do it up, and well, not even really do it up, to be honest. I'd never owned a Subaru before, and it's a car which I think most car guys would have seen, you know, especially car guys my age and, you know, a little bit older. They love Subarus, or at least they would have liked them when they first came out, and then they were a typical boy racer. Basically, if you're not in the UK, a boy racer is just a knobhead that hangs around like Halford's car park, that kind of tit. And they were basically boy racer chav cars. People hated them, but now they've you know, people really like them again. And I'd never owned one. I'd never even driven one before that car. And I just thought, I want a second car, and I just thought, well, I'll get it. I will. It had previously been loved, and then it had fallen into disrepair. So I wanted to do it up. I wanted to make it better. I wanted to just bring it back to how it should be, basically, and that's what I did. So, to kind of talk through everything that I did to it, I did quite a lot of stuff to it actually. It had an uprated clutch because the clutch didn't go, but on the way back from picking it up, it had the clutch release bearing went, which just meant there was no clutch. I had to drive it back with no clutch, which, true story, you can drive a car with no clutch. Pretty interesting way of doing it, but never mind. And then what else? I did like big stereo system. I always do that with any car that I get, just because it updates the interior. And I'd never done it myself. Like, I'd never pieced it all together. I made brackets and things like that, and that was really good fun. And none of this was sponsored, by the way. None of these videos were sponsored, because I'm not a car channel. I'm not even a vlog channel, but I do like the occasional video here and there about cars and about what I'm up to and things like that, because some people are interested. So I did that. I did brakes. They got all an upgrade, so I upgraded rotors and pads, which was interesting because that again, like, I'm going to talk you through each bit of like what I did and what I learned from it. So I did like a medium budget on the brakes. And I will say they were actually pretty good. So I bought M Tech, M for Mike Tech rotors, and I think they were M Tech pads as well. And they were all fine. They were perfectly fine. Oh no, brake. M Tech or Brake Depot? I don't know. One of the two, but basically they were budget, and they worked really well. Now on my Nissan, it's like the best of the best. So there's like EBC everything, and I say the best of the best, but it's still not even the best of the best. Like, there's no point getting stock tech rotors on these, on the Nissan. I've had them before on a 350Z, and they're double the price for a 370, and I've not noticed the difference, to be honest. But anyway, and then I did, what else did I do? I had to get a new caliper. I got new tyres for that car. I did so much. We did work in the engine bay, had to install a new clutch slave cylinder, I learned how to bleed a clutch slave cylinder by doing that, which was absolutely just balls. But again, like, it's all part and parcel of it. Learn how to bleed brakes, and again, it's basically the same thing as bleeding a clutch. It was basically a car which I didn't really care about. I liked it, but I didn't really care about it, and I was just teaching myself how to do stuff. I mean, we took apart the turbo. I did oil feed lines for the turbo. Did so much stuff. Even coolant line for the turbo, so much stuff. And basically it got to a point where it was done. There was really nothing else to do on it, really. So I've got rid of it, and I just wanted to give it to a new home, someone that would look after it, or at least someone that would appreciate it and, you know, enjoy it to the maximum. Like I was never going to really push that car that much. It was kind of ish a ticking time bomb, because it had an uprated engine and tuned like 400 horsepower, like 400 torque. It was insane. But the transmission's they're not rated for that, because it was standard WRX transmission, 5-speed, and they don't handle that power very well. So it was a ticking time bomb. It will go eventually. So whoever has that car now, you know, they know these things. It's part and parcel of it. I'm sure they'll sort it all out. But I was never going to push it that much. I've got this car. This is my keeper car. This Nissan, where you can see the louvers on the rear are gone again. A whole fucking other story about that again. God damn. This is the car which I'm like doing up. This is the car which I want to be a show car. This is the car I want to keep forever. I want to supercharge it. I want to do everything to this vehicle. Whereas the Subaru, it was done. There was nothing else to do with it. And that was the other thing as well. Like everyone's been in the comments saying, oh, it's because it's a money pit and all of this. It wasn't actually. The parts for that car are incredibly cheap. This car's a money pit. And this is an optional money pit. So like, it's just, the parts for this car are just very expensive. So if you want to do it up and, you know, modify it, it's just really, really expensive stuff. Side note, just as an upcoming video I'm going to do soon, I've had to order a rear glass panel because I've chosen to do something, and that comes from Japan. So again, you think about buying parts from Japan, waiting 4 to 6 weeks for them to get in and stuff like that. It's just insane. Whereas the Subaru, parts are readily available. There's so many of them. They've been smashed into oblivion. They're always being broken. It really wasn't a money pit. The insurance was cheaper than the Nissan. The running costs are actually much more expensive than. God damn! I'll try to block out the sun. The running costs were really, really expensive though. I'm going to move this. So anyway, sorry. So it was the running costs that were really, really expensive. The petrol for that car, it just drank fuel, which is fine. Like, I don't particularly mind that, because again, like, I'm used to. Then the Nissan's not exactly cheap on fuel either. So, you know, running costs, I don't really mind too much about those kind of things. But yeah, it wasn't a money pit. Don't be misconstrued. It wasn't a money pit. I was just done with it, really. There was just nothing else to do. I'd done it up. I bought everything for it, and I had so much fun with that car. And the main idea was my hope, my massive, what I wanted to do, was wait until we had snow, and then I was gonna just like off-road it and do some donuts and stuff. But we never got snow. Not where I am in the UK, anyway. I live like near Berkshire, Wiltshire, Oxfordshire, all the shires I live near. London. I live near all of those places, and we never had snow. It was a real shame. And yeah, so it just got to the stage of like, well, do I put it through its MOT and have to potentially pay more money, which is always, for those that don't know, the MOT is it's like a yearly safety and emissions test, I guess. And it was like, do I put it through its MOT, risk it failing, have to pay more money, or do I just sell it? So I just sold it. I made money on that car, made over £1,000 actually. So again, when we talk about money pits and things like that, any money that I spent on it, I've had back. The videos didn't make any money. None of these videos make any money whatsoever, ever. They don't get enough views for money, which I don't care about, because this is me showing you what I enjoy doing, and I have fun doing it. It kind of keeps me interested in doing these things. So there you go. That's the massive update on the Subaru. I've been saying about doing it for a really, really long time. I was literally just on my journey today, and I just thought, I'm here. Let's just do a car video in my car about a car. So it's like as inception as it can get. So there you go. There's an update on the Subaru. I hope you enjoyed this weird little vloggy vlog. Stay tuned though. Like if you did subscribe for Subaru content, which I can't imagine anyone really did, but if you did, don't worry. I am going to be getting more cars for the channel. I'm waiting, again, kind of just weird side note, I'm waiting to buy a house, which will be done this year. When I buy a house, I'll have more space, and then I'll also have more free money because currently everything is going towards house. So I will be buying another car. I actually want to buy a Datsun pickup truck. So if you're interested in any of these kind of things, and also just the Nissan, because there's a lot happening with this car this year as well, a lot of DIY stuff. So yeah, hopefully none of you guys hate me for getting rid of the Subaru, but hopefully you understand why anyway. Plus, it's my car, I'm going to get rid of it if I want. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Give this video a like and a share, maybe. But yeah, peace out, take care.